Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Hakuna La Planta. My name is Kevin and today is a plant chore video. I hope everyone's doing well. I just got home from work and it's just so nice that it's still sunny outside. Like you could see that the sun is still coming in and that's just a sign that spring is almost here, guys. So the chore I do most often after work is watering my plants in pond. Just because I find it's the easiest. I just need to stand there with my water pump thing and I could just zone out because honestly guys, today at work was pretty chaotic. So I'm just gonna bring you guys around with me and I think we'll talk a little bit about the plant, maybe, I don't know. So yeah, here we go guys. Okay, so we're here. This is the shelf for this from the window here. And I have to focus on all of these Hoyas in these 4-inch pots. These dry out so fast. They didn't used to, ever since they grew a larger root system. They're just so thirsty. We'll start off with the bottom shelf here. Okay, so starting off with the Hoya Thomsonii Propagations. I showed her recently last week in my Hoya update. What I usually do, because you have two options with these pots. There's like a little black cover here. You could either fill the reservoir just by pouring water into here and watching this go up. That way you kind of have more control because you're putting water straight into the reservoir. But when it comes to propagations like this, and I mentioned before that I like to overfill the reservoir when it comes to propagations, just because the Hoya cuttings are this tall. And even when it's full, the top part of the pond may be a bit drier. So how I like to water plants or situations like this, I like to just sprinkle a little bit of water just on the top here, just ensuring that it stays on the wetter side. Let's talk about Brandy here. Philodendron brantiatum. These are the single leaf, single node cuttings. I put it into LECA, and I think I've mentioned before, I like to keep the reservoir really high. Oh my God, all the LECA. When I propagate straight into a medium, I like to just check the leaves to see how they feel. You could see here that this one is definitely not doing great. So I like to pull it out and take a look. So this feels really dry here. And you could see that there's no progress. There's still aerial roots, but I think at this point, and I don't know if this leaf is just gonna yellow and fall off, but I'm just gonna put this with the water propagations. And there's one that was like so obvious. Look at this color. It's so not cute. Yeah, no. Oh, a little bit. Okay. And again, visually look at it, like the stem was like brown and yellowing a lot, and even like the top part here, yellow. There's still hope. Look at that. Future Kevin, zoom in. Look at that healthy root right in the center there. So I might cut this because it's squishy over here. I might cut that off and then put it into water with the other one. But yeah, I think we could save those. We'll see. So I'm just, again, because these are fresher propagations, I'm just watering it through the top just to get that part of the stem, those parts of the aerial roots a bit more moist. I find that people, when it comes to propagations, people worry more about rot, and that is totally valid. But for me, because I use mediums like LECA and Pon, there's a lot of aeration, there's a lot of breathing room. What I find is that if it's not wet enough, they don't root, and cuttings need to be a little moist, so I think we're okay. I don't know if y'all remember, but Hoya Finlaysonii, she is on the drier side there. You could really tell the difference between wet and dry pond. Dry pond, wet pond, like there's a color difference here. And so even if you don't have like a self-watering pot, you could tell that it's real dry. And then obviously some maintenance. You could see that this tendril has grown a lot since I last showed her. So we're just going to put it like that with all these clips here. Oh my God, hi. I know I said I was only doing my plants in pond, but since we're here, I like to check on my plants that I've recently air layered. So again, Philodendron Majestic. This one is fine, and then I feel to see if it needs to be watered. It does not, so I'll put you back. But beside it, Philodendron Glorious here. You can't tell, but she's pretty flimsy. And like because I'm used to this pot, it feels a little light. And on top of that, I could probably get this moss a bit more moist. So I'm just going to go like that. And then this is just something I do when I don't have time and I could tell that the soil is like on the drier side. I have this saucer here and I just kind of, you know, put some water up to the top of the saucer. And then that way I'm giving my plant not too much water. It just ensures the soil doesn't get too dry. Okay, and the same with this Philodendron glorious. She has a new leaf. Look at that. The moss is fine, but you could tell that the roots are, the soil is a bit dry, so I'm just gonna do that same method and just put some water in the saucer. I do prefer going to the sink and doing like a full like water kind of flush of the plant, but when I don't have time, I just like to do this in between so the roots don't dry out too much. Same with, oh, I love these leaves, the Philodendron Splendid. Oh my gosh, and again, there's a new leaf. Oh my gosh, all these plants. Air layering fine, and it's a bit dry, so same thing. So just some water in the saucer. This is the Majestic here. I'm just going to bottom water it like before. Moss here from air layering that's really dry. And then the same with this Philodendron glorious here. Alrighty, moving up a level. Oh, this Philodendron Jose Bono here. Such a cute baby. Honestly, it needs to be repotted because I have to water this one every 2 days because the roots are just so big. When they're in cups like this, I like to just put it up to the 3rd way up mark. Okay, oh my gosh, these are like my little Philodendron strawberry shake babies. Look at them, guys. There's some leaf death, which is fine because they're all pushing out new growth. So this is a bit difficult, hold on. Oh, the leaf just fell. So this was the leaf that was attached to this petiole here, but that's okay because she's pushing out a new leaf. The roots are just fine, guys. Look at that. I think there's an older one over there. Again, you could see in the color that this pond is dry. Even the way it's moving, you could see that it's really dry. So just watering this. And yeah, the same thing happened with this cutie. Oh my God, this one's so dry. I hope it doesn't die. Oh my God, this one is so dry, like almost too dry. Look at that small, cute, variegated leaf here with the petiole. That's the thing, guys. When you have a smaller pot, like sometimes they dry out too fast. A little disappointed when I saw this leaf, but there is a stripe of variegation on the edge, so I'm hopeful. Yeah, we got some cute leaves over here. Nice variegation. And yeah, they don't need a ton of water, just a little bit. So I'm just kind of watching the level in the cups here and just kind of making sure I don't overdo it. Okay, and some updates. Last plant tour video, I potted up this Syngonium aurea here. And I mean, that wasn't too long ago, but the leaf that wasn't doing well or didn't have roots, she has totally just died. So let me, she's not coming out easily though. Okay, maybe I'll let her, because the stem is still green here and it feels okay. So like, let's give it another chance. But I want to show the roots because like it's already like there. Look at this root. It already came out of nowhere, guys. Again, because it's a fresh new propagation, I just use tap water. Sometimes I use a lightly diluted nutrient solution. Philodendron, Pink Princess, Propagations, and yeah, again, there's a new root right there. Ah! Guys, I spilled all the water and LECA. Oh my God. Okay. Let me collect myself. I'm like wet. Oh, look what happened. Don't tell my boyfriend. Oh my God. Oh my God. I guess this kind of counts as a plant chore. Okay, I have a towel right here. Oh, I hated that. Okay, can I just... Okay, so because I use my camera and it's kind of like continuously recording, I have it attached to this like portable like battery. So when the camera fell, look what happened. The whole thing ripped out. Oh my God, am I gonna get electrocuted? Okay, I didn't get electrocuted, but this part was still in the camera. Oh my God, I don't think I have another cord. So I have half a battery left. If I get cut off, you know why. Hoya caudata. Oh my gosh, so pretty. She is dry. So yeah, again, these are drying out so fast because they're growing larger root systems and they're just like sucking up all the water. This is the Hoya Bella here. And I mean, they're not the thinnest leaves, but these are so thirsty. Yeah, so I like to check on these a lot more than the others. This one I've been super guilty of neglecting, and I feel like back on what I was saying before about thinner leaved Hoyas, this one needs to be watered. Sorry, this is the Hoya Hushkiliana variegata. But yeah, I think I filled up the reservoir like 3 days ago and she already needs to be watered again. Oh my God. This Hoya serpents, guys. Y'all can't even see her because it's getting real dark here. So all the peduncles dried up and died. It was because I forgot to water her. Let's be honest. And so she dried up too much. All the peduncles that were about to bloom, they just dried up. And yeah, I think we're okay. So I see my battery's dying and my pump ran out of water. So why don't we resume this another day? It is also getting darker. Like, I don't know if you could tell. Yeah, I don't think you could tell, but it's getting darker. The sun is setting. Yeah, it's so pretty, guys. Look at all the plants. Okay, but I will join you soon. Oh. Oh. Welcome back, guys. So it's 2 days later. It is Saturday morning, and again, it is sunny. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay, so let's resume. I had to move so many plants to get to the plants at the back of this table. Wow, it's so sunny. So this is the table. There's usually a whole bunch of anthuriums here, and then I have 2 rolling like tables of plants. So these plants back here get the most neglect because it is such a pain to get to them. And okay, so let's start off with the Anthurium regale. It looks so bad. Okay, look at this leaf. Okay, so this is one of the velvet leaf anthuriums that have suffered in my extremely low humidity, but also I mentioned before that they're in closed containers. I could technically drain it, guys, but I haven't done it. Maybe I'll do it today. Again, super dry, so I'm just gonna water her now. And just watering. Oh my gosh. Oh! I'm scared. I'm scared. Okay, you okay now? It's making a sound. Just watering over the moss to get those adventitious roots and getting the moss a bit more damp. Okay, so you could see here, she's good. Okay, and then I'm gonna show you these 2. I'm actually gonna bring them out. Anthurium crystallinum crossed with magnificum, Anthurium crystal hope. Again, they're at the very back of the table. But I actually want to take a closer look. I feel so stupid because they both were pushing out flowers, and like I said before, every time a plant is pushing out any sort of flower, it sucks up energy from the rest of the plant. Obviously, if you're not giving your plant enough nutrients, then it has to pull from somewhere else. And so therefore, a lot of the leaves died, and I didn't notice this until like maybe like a week or 2 later. So they lost a lot of leaves, but let's just take a look. Oh my God, and this one is pushing out a flower still. Okay, so Anthurium crystallinum crossed with magnificum. Can we take in this leaf again? Are you kidding? It's so big. So this leaf is up against the window. And do you know what, guys? Ever since I cut the flowers off, it's pushed out these new leaves. So still very fragile. And then there's one right over here, guys. I know they look weird. And then there is a third right there, guys. Look at her. But yeah, the flower situation. Why? Okay, it's really hard to show, but I'm just gonna cut it and I'll show you guys. So here is the flower. And again, she is dry. So let's give her some water. Oh my God, I'm so in love with this Anthurium. Oh, Actually, I think I have a picture. Let me put in a picture of what it used to look like. Oh my gosh. And like now, I just cannot. Like so many leaves coming out, so many new leaves. I'm just so happy. Okay, let me grab the Crystal Hope, Anthurium Crystal Hope. The veining, so insanely beautiful. Same story, 2 of these like huge leaves dropped. And so I cut the flowers off and now there's just leaves just coming out of every point. So here's a new leaf. So that's number 1. Number 2, right over here. 3, 4. This one is in soil. I think it's the only Anthurium I have in soil. And it's in a self-watering pot, so I'm just gonna water her. So we're right at the middle point. Okay, and then we have my Epipremnum pinnatum skeleton key. These are the new leaves, look at them, they look so cute. Yeah, honestly guys, once they're established and mature, they're very fast growers. So again, update, look at the roots guys, do you see them? So this is from my last plant tour video, which was 2 weeks ago. There's root growth and like healthy roots. So I'll just water it from down here. And with this one, I think the roots have taken over the reservoir, so I do have to water this every 2 to 3 days. Okay, and then we have this shelf here. I moved, as you can see, I've moved all my plants. I do have to change my nutrients for my plants in LECA, but I also want to take a closer look at my Hoya Hanye Pink, getting a beautiful southwest facing view with 2 LED grow lights. And this one, I think I might have to move because I keep forgetting about her. So while we're here, let's just tie the tendrils down. Okay, same with these ones. And lastly, these ones over here. Super full plant, guys. I love her so much. The only thing, just because I've been forgetting about her a lot, she has peduncles everywhere. But the thing is, they will keep drying up. So here's one. There's another one that I can't show you in the middle of this whole trellis situation. So yeah, oh, she's just stunning. Okay, so lastly, like I said, I forget about her a lot. So she's super, super dry here. So I'm just watering her and hopefully she'll be happy, but I do need to move this one definitely. Okay. Syngonium, 3 Kings or Magic Marble. She's starting to do a lot better. In the transition, because I think I transferred this from LECA to Pon, I forget when, but it was a few months ago. She kind of didn't do anything, and I put her against my south-facing window, and now these leaves at the top, look at them. You could see she is also dry. All my plants are just so thirsty. Oh, here we go, just the top here. Oh, honestly, when the variegation looks like this, I'm just so in love with it. Alocasia Silver Dragon. Look at her. Another plant I just like ignore. And like you could see that there's some leaves that have fallen, but it's okay, they're old ones. So I'll just pull that out. So she is actually pushing out so many corms. So I was thinking, I think I'm going to pull all of them out and then put them in LECA. I don't know if this is the proper way, but this is what I did last time. I literally just take one and I pull it out. I'm actually not sure if these ones are too young, but they've kind of looked this way for a long time. I feel this end here and it's super dry, so I tend to cut, oh, it just broke. I just keep this top part and I just put it in LECA. Maybe I'll do that now, maybe I'll show you guys. The last time I did that, this was the result. So all these plants started off as corms. They're just so big now. Like I am so impressed, and wow, guys, they're kind of crammed. Like you could see, I put way too many corms in this pot. So I think this time I'm just gonna put it in one of these food containers just so I could look at the roots and the progress. Then I'll feel like a little forced to repot them once they're little tiny babies. I've only tried LECA before. Let me know if there are other methods. I know Wild Fern, oh my god, girl, I love you so much. I know Wild Fern does the jar, sphagnum moss, corms, and then a cling wrap on top, and she's had so much success. So y'all should try that too. Just a thin layer of LECA, and here are all, I'm dropping the corms. Look at all the cuties. Oh my gosh, there's some that are, oh, I lost one. Oh gosh. So I'm pretty sure this is the top part here. I put them straight up like this in the LECA. But again, guys, it doesn't really matter. Some people will say it matters, but plants, again, super resilient. They will find their way up to the surface of the LECA. So I just put them all there. Now we're just putting more LECA. Then I'm just going to put the water just right below where the corms are. And there we go. Just somewhere sunny, somewhere warm, and then they'll grow. Okay, and I'm actually standing on a chair. The very top shelf here, I have my Philodendron micans. So she's in pon. I can't even see what I'm showing, so I'm sorry if this footage is not good. But I put her into pon, and she is trailing. She's looking good. But as you can see in the window here, she is dry. You could see some roots over there. So I'm just gonna put some old nutrient solution about halfway up. Then I'm just adding plain old water to fill up the rest. And moving down to this sad Thai constellation. So I feel bad. Here is one of the leaves. She was pushing out this new leaf and it was pushed up against the window, so I just freed it. So I do expect some bruising from that leaf. Super dry. The roots are probably in the reservoir. I have to water this Thai constellation probably every 3 days. Okay, right next to it we have this Philodendron Splendid, this new leaf. Oh my gosh, she is so beautiful. I'm a little annoyed because when I moved her, I broke off this leaf over here, but that's okay. At least she's pushing out a new leaf. And so same as before, just putting some water into the reservoir. Okay guys, we're gonna change it up a little bit and we're going to go to my sink because I have to water some plants that are in soil. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys my living room. Guys, these are all the plants that I have to move in order to get around all my plants. So yeah, my living room is a jungle right now. And yeah, so we'll start off with some amazing propagation. So MONSTERA Thai constellation, mother leaf. She pushed out this first leafed and guys, there's a new leaf. Look at this. Oh, second one over here. I think she had these 2 leaves when I showed her last, so this one and this one. See, she's pretty dry and she has a healthy root system. So we'll just water them in the sink here. I didn't even realize there's this root that's just climbing out of the pot here. Okay, next some Philodendron Jose Bono propagations here. I don't know if you could see, but the soil is really dry. Same as this one over here. She's not that variegated, and I've gotten a lot of questions about how to bring out the variegation. I'm actually not sure. It's pretty random in my experience when it comes to this plant. Like for example, these leaves look green and not a lot of speckling. But I do have other specimens that have randomly pushed out a white leaf. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure guys, but if someone knows, please let me know. Okay, and more Jose Bono propagations. It's weird, like for example, this Jose Bono doesn't even have any speckling really, but then look at this leaf that's coming out from the same plant. I don't want to break it, guys. Yeah, look, it's all white. So, I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, I thought I was recording and I wasn't. So I potted up my Syngonium Rayi propagations in pod. Wow. Okay, so I was talking about how I once propagated my Syngonium Rayi, I put it into pon, and they all rotted. So I'm really hoping, and I'm so sad because y'all didn't see the roots, but they're really, really long roots. Hopefully because the root system is larger, you know, it'll have an easier time. Now, and I know these cuttings of this Philodendron Billietiae, they've been in water for like 3-4 months now. And I only potted one, but they finally have enough roots that I feel comfortable potting them up. I think I'm only going to pot one though for now. So I'm pretty sure this was one of the top cuttings. Look at these roots here. Oh my gosh. And then a second one right over here. She now has a new growth point. So yeah, I'm gonna put her in this pot, this self-watering pot, and pot her up in pon. So again, about a third way up. I know pon comes with its own slow release fertilizer. Honestly, philodendrons, I feel heavy feeders. So I will add this slow release fertilizer, just a little more, like maybe like, I can't even show you guys. That much over there, just sprinkle it around. And yeah, I feel more comfortable putting a lot because these pots, I could actually like change the water and flush it out. So we're just gonna put, oh my God, these roots. I don't wanna put her in a bigger pot, guys. Okay, let me, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work. Oh my God, this is not going to work. Wow, that was a fail, hold on. Okay guys. I'm going to pot up these two that are like questionable. Like I'm not totally sure. The roots look okay, but they don't have a new growth point. Like these roots look fantastic. So I'm just gonna put two of them in here and I'm just gonna see what happens. And then just plain old tap water for now. I think I'm gonna put it against the window. Oh my gosh, she's so pretty, even though she's not like established or anything. Wow. Okay, also, here in Toronto today, the weather doesn't know what to do, so now it's snowing. Look. Oh man, it was so sunny earlier. What's going on here? I personally love the snow. Oh, like, although it's like a nightmare when you're out there and driving, it's a nightmare. It just looks so pretty. I love it. Okay, so let me carry this. So this is my south-facing window. I think I might face these leaves just facing the window. Okay, so she's pushed up against the window. Oh my gosh, I don't know if y'all can see, but it's really snowy. It really changed, wow. Okay, so for the other two, I think with this cutting over here, I don't feel comfortable putting it in a medium because that is all she's grown. So I'm doing that method again where I put her in a Ziploc with sphagnum moss. Just like this, guys. And hopefully, if I lay it down under that grow light, that some new roots will grow. I don't know. Okay, and for now, guys, this is kind of the biggest pot I have to put this last Billietiae cutting in. Okay, let me just make sure. Yeah, it fits. Oh, oh! Oh my gosh, this is not working. Oh my God, I'm panicking. Oh my God, okay. I'm a bit worried because I did break a few roots potting this, but we're gonna be optimistic. I'm just putting plain water again. Okay, so yeah. Okay guys, I guess that's it. So I actually had more to film, but this video is already half an hour long, so I think I'll end it here. Next video will be about plants that I'm struggling with. Yeah, I filmed that already and I'm like really embarrassed. Then after that will be a top 5 favorites video for the month of March. Wow, it's Sunday morning, guys. I can't talk. For that video, I'm so excited to show you those 5 plants. Oh, they're so just stunning. And there's one more week before spring. How exciting. Also, for all the Beatles or Paul McCartney fans, look at that. Okay, anyhow. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it to the very end, thank you guys so much. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.